Hello and welcome back to LearnSBOM.com. My name is Skylar and I'm going to be walking you through SBOM CLI plugin, which is a Docker-based plugin that can generate SBOMs. In order to run this correctly, you obviously need to install it. If you go to their GitHub, which I have linked in the description down below, you can check out how to install it. They have a very easy command that you can just copy and paste. It does require you to run it through bash, so you can either use git bash on Windows or just any terminal on a Linux machine. Some prerequisites in order to run it. You'll obviously need Docker, and then you'll also need any image source that you're trying to generate an SBOM for. So let's get working on how to run the program. It's pretty simple. You just do docker SBOM, and then I'll bring up the help page for it. As you can see, it has some example commands on how to run it. We'll go over that a little bit later. It also has some options. So format string and output are going to be the most helpful for us today. You're able to choose different format strings, so you can do either CLI format, a couple SPDX formats, and then some miscellaneous ones that aren't as common as CLI or SPDX, but definitely both good to have. You can also do table or text. The next option is the output string. This is just the file path that you want to write to, and the default is standard output. We'll look at that first. So if we just do the defaults of everything and do the bare basic commands, we can just do docker SBOM, and then whatever image you're running it on, I'm doing ORT, and then the version. So for me, latest, I expect you would want to do that as well. And I'll get back when it is done running. Okay, so the program finished running, and it is quite a big program, so it did take quite a while to run. And this is what the default output is going to look like. You'll have your name of the component, the version number, and the type. So if we just scroll down a little bit, you can get a gist of what we're looking at. And again, this is just the default output. What we can do is we can specify some more information just so that you can send it to a text file and format it in a way that would fit in your SBOM manager. So in order to figure out what we want to do, let's go back to that help page. And I personally am going to just do cyclonedx-json, and then I'm just going to write it to my current directory. So the command to do both of those things is the same command as what we did. So docker SBOM, and then whatever Docker image you're going to run, latest, and then format, and whatever string you want. So for me, I'm doing cyclone dx, the JSON version, and then the output. So since I'm doing the current directory, I'm going to do pwd, and then I'm going to do sbom.json. So if we run this, it will go through the same process, but instead of printing it to the terminal and in that table form, we're going to see a cyclonedx SBOM in our current directory. So that finished running, and this time I timed it. It took almost exactly 3 minutes. And if we list the directory, you can now see that it is in fact there. And if we open up the SBOM, we can see obviously that it is filled. It is in the cyclonedx format, version 1.4, which is the latest version as of recording this. It does have everything that the cyclonedx format would have normally. It has some metadata, and then it goes into components. It just has some information, licenses, everything seems pretty normal. And as I said before, if we look back at the help command, we can see that there are, again, a bunch of different options that you can choose from depending on your use case. And you can output it to any directory on your machine, so you don't need to do the current working directory like I did. So it does have a lot of customizability there. Overall, this program is a very good SBOM generator for Docker images. It does take a while. This is quite a large file. We can check it. It has 152,000 lines, which is in 3 minutes, I think pretty reasonable. It does have a lot of customization options, including a bunch of different formats with SPDX, CycloneDX. It has text versions, table versions. It also has some miscellaneous ones like GitHub JSON or SIFT JSON formats. And then we can also choose the output string. So as I said, you don't need to do the current directory. You can do just a centralized repository that you would have. And obviously you can print it to the current directory if that is useful for your use case. So that is it for me today. That has been the SBOM CLI Docker plugin. If you want to learn more, you can check out our website at learnsbom.com, which is in the description, and you can check out the plugin as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye. Thank you for checking out this video. If you really liked it, be sure to check out our other videos right here, and then you can also subscribe right up top here. And again, thank you. Bye-bye.